Millions of years ago, dinosaurs roamed our world, leaving behind secrets buried deep in the earth. Today, we will uncover some of these secrets that have been hidden for millions of years, secrets of giant creatures and incredible discoveries that will blow your mind. Stay with us on this journey into the past, where we reveal astonishing finds that paint a vivid picture of life on Earth long ago. The scorching heat of a Texas summer caused the ground to crack, revealing something that had been hidden for 113 million years: dinosaur tracks. These weren't just any tracks. They were footprints from a time when dinosaurs ruled the land, etched into the stone like a forgotten diary from the past. Imagine seeing the path where a giant once walked, feeling its weight and power in each step. In a completely different place, a Canadian miner stumbled upon a sight so rare it left scientists speechless. Almost perfectly preserved, a 110-million-year-old nodosaur lay in the ground, its skin and armor still intact. Unlike other fossils, this wasn't just bones. It was as if the nodosaur had been frozen in time. Every scale, every bump, every feature of its ancient body was still there, like a ghost staring back at us from across the ages. There are places on this earth where you can see the impossible, like the Hell Creek Formation in Montana, where a piece of mummified dinosaur skin was found. Imagine being able to touch the rough, ancient skin of a creature that once lived millions of years ago. This small, precious piece of skin sold for $4,000 on eBay in 2008, but its value as a window to a lost world is priceless. In France, a discovery was made that took everyone's breath away: a 140-million-year-old dinosaur bone, weighing 500 kilograms and stretching over 2 meters long. It belonged to a giant sauropod, a plant-eater with a neck that stretched into the sky and a tail that could swing like a giant whip. Holding this bone was like holding a piece of an ancient, living skyscraper that once shook the ground with each step it took. And who could forget the thrill of finding a nest full of dinosaur eggs? Imagine the wonder of seeing eggs that have held life within them for millions of years. What stories could they tell us if they could speak? In the depths of the ocean millions of years ago, a monster ruled the seas, the megalodon. Its jaws were so huge they could crush a small car in one bite. Now, compare that to a modern-day great white shark, and you realize just how terrifying this ancient predator was. The fossils of its massive jaws, compared to the small jaws of today's great whites, tell a tale of evolution and survival, of giants giving way to smaller, more agile hunters. And then there's the Archaeopteryx, the bird-like dinosaur that flew through the skies 150 million years ago. Its feathers were not just for show, they were for survival, for soaring above its enemies. And today's birds? They are its living descendants, carrying the legacy of the dinosaurs in their wings. Have you heard of Sue, the T-Rex? Discovered with over 90% of its skeleton intact, Sue is the most complete Tyrannosaurus rex ever found. Imagine standing next to this giant predator, feeling the cold stare of its hollow eye sockets looking down at you, almost as if it remembers its days as a fearsome hunter. But Sue wasn't the only T-Rex to capture the world's imagination. Stan, another incredible T-Rex fossil, was sold for a mind-boggling $31.8 million at auction. Later, it was surpassed by Apex, a nearly complete Stegosaurus fossil, which fetched $44.6 million in 2024. The stakes were higher than ever. Who would have thought that bones of giants could cost more than gold? In France, the longest trackway of dinosaur prints ever found stretched over 150 meters. You could almost see the line of sauropods marching along, their enormous feet leaving lasting impressions in the mud that hardened into stone, creating a natural history book for us to read millions of years later. Imagine discovering a dinosaur tail perfectly preserved in amber. That's exactly what happened. Scientists found a tail that didn't just have bones but feathers. It changed everything we thought we knew about dinosaurs. They weren't just scaly monsters. Some were more like giant birds. On the beaches of southeast England, dinosaur footprints hide in the bedrock, revealed only when the tide is out. Imagine walking in the very steps of a creature from another world, each footprint a reminder of a time when giants walked the earth. There's a fossil found in Mongolia that shows an epic battle frozen in time, a velociraptor with its claw embedded in the neck of a protoceratops. You can almost feel the intensity of that ancient struggle, a life-and-death fight that neither won. Both remained locked in combat forever, telling a story of survival and conflict that echoes across millions of years. And who can forget the discovery of a dinosaur sitting on a nest of eggs in China? This wasn't just a fossil, it was a story of care, of a mother watching over her unhatched babies, her devotion preserved for eternity. Deep in an Oklahoma cave, scientists found a scrap of skin that was 288 million years old. It belonged to a lizard-like creature, older than any dinosaur we've ever known. What secrets could it reveal? A child's curiosity led to another incredible find. A 4-year-old girl named Lily Wilder discovered a 200-million-year-old dinosaur footprint on a beach in South Wales. It was so well preserved that scientists could see every detail. Imagine being so young and finding something so old. Big John, a massive triceratops, was found in South Dakota. This isn't just any triceratops, it's the biggest ever found. You can picture it standing tall, its horns pointing toward the sky, a symbol of the ancient power that once ruled the land. In the Chesapeake Bay, a 9-year-old girl made a find that any scientist would envy, a 15-million-year-old megalodon tooth. This wasn't just any tooth, it was from a giant predator that once dominated the seas. And then there was baby Yngleong, a perfectly preserved baby dinosaur curled up inside its egg. It's as if it was waiting to hatch, but it never did. Instead, it became a window into the ancient world, showing us what life looked like before it even began. In 2017, the world was amazed by the largest dinosaur footprint ever found in Australia, almost 6 feet long. Imagine the size of the creature that left that mark. And in Alaska, the tusk of a woolly mammoth jutted out from a riverbank, a silent reminder of the Ice Age giants that once roamed the earth. The biggest dinosaur ever discovered was found in Argentina in 2014. This titan was over 130 feet long. Imagine the ground shaking as it walked, its enormous size making even the tallest trees look small. At the Museum of Natural History in Munster, you can see the world's largest ammonite fossil. These spiral-shelled creatures once swam in ancient seas, leaving behind shells bigger than a human. In 2021, a sea dragon was discovered in England. This 180-million-year-old fossil was the largest ichthyosaur ever found in the UK. Its discovery was like finding a piece of an ancient ocean, a glimpse into a world beneath the waves that we'll never truly know. Thank you for joining this incredible journey through time. The secrets of the past are all around us, waiting to be discovered.